Hey y'all, this your girl Amber back, about to do a reading for my Capricorns. Be mindful that these are all general messages, so take what resonate, leave what don't. If you are familiar with your birth chart, it can resonate with your sun, moon, Venus, or rising sign, your first, fifth, seventh, or eighth house. So yeah, Capricorn, what message I have for you all today? Okay, so Capricorn, so far I feel like y'all are in the energy whereas y'all are still focused on y'all financial stability just because of the simple fact there isn't any changes still going on within a dynamic that you are possibly currently in or trying to remove yourself from. The reason why I'm saying that is because something maybe you are still juggling on how to move forward from the situation just because of some fact there still isn't any type of change going on within the dynamic, and it's like you're basically tired of just sitting around playing the fool, and it's like you want to put into some type of action in order to move forward from the situation that you are currently in. Okay, Capricorn. Let's see what other message I got for y'all. Yeah, and this may be in possible regards to a male figure that's probably within a dynamic. Maybe take a resonate with don't. It can either be one or two things. Either you are currently dealing with someone who is, how can I explain? It's like just because there isn't any changes going on within the dynamic still, regardless of if you have already been vocal about it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you're focusing strictly on your financial stability right now, just because there isn't any changes that's going on with the dynamic. And maybe you are involved with someone who think that what they're doing and how they're acting is the right way, but not knowing it ain't. Maybe they have this demeanor, this image, whereas they all like they're very headstrong, they're very like very dedicated, like a hard worker, you know what I'm saying? They take care of their priorities and responsibilities, but at the same time it's like when it comes to handling certain issues or just handling certain problems, they be slow to move, like slow movement in regards to doing that. Meaning it's certain things that they'll be down to do right when you ask or if you say so, but then like when it comes to certain stuff, especially like with regards to like family related things, because Ten of Pentacles came up, right? If it's involving kids or just any type of dynamic within the, like a family dynamic, it's like they take their time to do what needs to be done when it comes to the family dynamic. But if you was to ask them to do something, if it's something money related or something materialistic, they be all for it. They be down to do it quick, fast, in a hurry. But when it comes to that prioritizing the responsibilities and the family dynamic, it's like they pick and choose when to do it, how to do it, and at the pace that they want to choose to do it. That's why you probably feel like things aren't changing within the dynamic, just because of the simple fact you are still most likely feeling like it's still a one-sided situation, whereas you still are basically the one that's doing everything. And like I said, this person pick and choose what they want to do, who they want to do it for, when they want to do it, and at the pace they want to do it at. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Capricorn. I just feel like y'all are just basically tired and drained from always being the person that's doing everything with no to little help at all. And whoever that y'all are involved with, they pick and choose when they want to help or support or just be a helping hand. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. At this point, you tired of not getting any type of change, especially if it's not a positive change within the dynamic. Capricorn. Yeah, because like I said, it's like now you're at a point whereas you're just tired of being the one that has to do all the work. Everything is one-sided. You do not get any type of help or assistance when you need it the most, especially when it comes to vital situations or just, like I said, within a family dynamic. And my thing is, it's like I said, you have tried and tried to most likely try to still see the good in the situation, or even try to just give the situation the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, it's like this person who are you that you are connected or attached to is like they pick and choose when they want to do things. They move when they want to move. They just give me a very lazy, like procrastinating type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just depend on other people to do for them the way, like when it comes to certain things. But like when it comes, like I said, to materialistic things or whatever, they be the first ones to be either like there to that situation or things like that in that nature. Especially like if they feel like it's benefiting them, their focus basically isn't on what it needs to be on. And that's why things still haven't changed within the dynamic, because of the simple fact, oh, confirmation death came up in reverse, because of the simple fact they haven't grew up, they haven't matured, they still have lessons that they need to learn, not just about themselves, but on how to treat and move accordingly with other people. So it's like how can I explain? They haven't woke up to the type of behaviors and actions or even the toxic patterns that they've been basically, spreading and around, just because in fact they probably have been used to being one way for so long that they don't feel as though what they're doing or what they're saying or how they're acting, how they're moving is an issue, because in fact they haven't did any type of awakening, they haven't went through any type of transformation, no type of rebirth. And that's why you're still not getting any type of change within the dynamic, just because in fact this person is intentionally trying not to become a better version of themselves. So yeah, Capricorn. They're too stuck in their ways, you know what I'm saying? And usually when people are too stuck in their ways, they feel like nothing that they're doing and saying, or just in general how they're moving, is wrong. And if anything, 9 out of 10, they'll probably feel like you always complaining, tripping, and this and that, but not knowing just because you are on a more higher frequency than them, that they don't realize and not aware that they are still carrying toxic behaviors and patterns that's very unhealthy. And then not to mention, Knight of Cups came up in verse. Yeah, and then a lot of people don't realize a lot of people have a outdated program, especially when it comes to relationships and dynamics. Some people still have that mindset, whereas basically just because the man is making money that the woman is supposed to live, do every single thing with no type of help, this and that, but not knowing to a certain extent, especially if y'all not even married traditionally or anything of that nature, that's an outdated mindset. And that's why things still don't go as you expect them to in the relationship or the dynamic that you're in with this person, just because of the fact their mindset is completely outdated, because of the simple fact they are still stuck in the past, whereas they have a mentality whereas, well, if I do this and I'm paying the bills or whatever, guess what? It ain't no if and buts or nothing that I need, that I shouldn't have to worry or ask for, because at that point, they just because they're doing the bare minimum, you're supposed to basically be the slave to them. And honestly, that's not how life works, especially in 2023. But that goes to show that people aren't trying to grow and become a better version of themselves to get out of that outdated mindset. You catch my drill? Okay. And I'm only saying that just because some fact maybe they have watched over the years, like when it came to their parents, on how their mother was treated when it came to a man, or just when it came to their dad. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa, take what resonate. But it's a very much so of an outdated mindset. Dang. Just like they say, chivalry is dead. It's not that it's dead. It's just that people don't know how to treat the opposite sex. People still open doors for women. I mean, men still open doors for women. Men still, let you know how on the sidewalls, how the man's supposed to be on the outside, whereas the woman's supposed to be on the inward side, just in case something was to happen. Men still shows those type of qualities, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if somebody has an outdated mindset and they think have like a slave mentality, that's what they're going to continue to treat you as, a slave to them, until you get the courage and the strength to move forward from the situation altogether. Now the cups came up, meaning that you really need to close out this cycle altogether, because at this point they are trying to make you feel like you're a slave to them. You're being enslaved. Not to mention, if you have a household dealing with kids and this and that, it's like you are a slave to your household, because in fact that's what they are expecting you to be. They're expecting you to be that house person. They're expecting you to be there, do everything that needs to be done, because in fact they're trying to make it seem like you are their slave. You get what I'm saying? So that's why things still hasn't changed within the dynamic, because in fact he's not trying to change, she's not trying to change. Hey, words ain't leave with don't. And the more that he doesn't, the more that he don't grow or just see where he's going wrong, he's going to continue to treat you like a slave to the home situation. Capricorn. Okay? So if this resonates with you, take resonate, leave with don't. But the only way that this will be able to stop altogether is if you be the one to stop it. Like, I know everything is easier said than done. It doesn't happen overnight. But right now, Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, like I'm not saying that you are afraid. Maybe you are afraid to be on your own, or maybe you don't know how to possibly be independent, whereas you can take care of yourself or speak up for yourself to a certain extent. But at the same time, the only way that this situation will either come to a closing or become better is if you speak up, or you be the ones to close it out altogether and move forward from it. So, Capricorn, it is resonating with you. Like I said, take what resonates, leave what don't. But honestly speaking, this person isn't going to change, because in fact they're not trying to. They want you to be a slave to them and basically do whatever they want and need, especially if they feel as though they have that say so over you. So yeah, Capricorn, this is y'all message. Pisces, y'all are up next.